Hi, my name is Taylor Scott, and I'm here to give you a crash course on creating your LinkedIn profile. Before we begin, I first want to talk about PVA, or the Paralyzed Veterans of America, and the different programs and services that we offer. So first off, there's PAVE, which is the employment program that hosts PAVE Connect. There's also medical services, an architecture team, service officers, education research, and other legal services. To dive into PAVE and who we are, we serve all veterans, transitioning service members, their families, and caregivers with a focus on those that have barriers to employment. We offer high-touch support to find employment, education, and volunteer opportunities. As you can see, the PAVE team is scattered throughout the United States, and no territory is uncovered. So that means whether you relocate or move due to the military, there will be a PAVE counselor or employment analyst there to assist you with your employment needs. A little bit about PAVE Connect and what we're doing here today. So PAVE Connect is a new employment support program where it matters. So you get to interact with PAVE staff and other experts through virtual meetings, and each member of the PAVE staff has put together presentations on the job search and anything else that you may need to know to help you find employment. While we would like to reach every veteran there is, that's just not possible. So PAVE Connect is a good way to reach the entire military community and assist them with their employment gain. So what is LinkedIn anyway? LinkedIn is social media for career-minded professionals. It is a virtual networking platform, and some of the benefits are that it allows you to create and modify your personal brand from an online platform. It gives you access to massive job boards. It increases and organizes professional contacts. It keeps you updated on industry trends, and allows you to investigate a company, their employees, and any open positions that they may have. So whenever you first sign up for a LinkedIn account, it's going to want to walk you through certain sections that you need to fill in. Up at the very top, you will have a section that asks you to select certain images. These images are going to be to represent you, and they will be a profile picture and a cover photo. For the profile picture, as you can see from the blue arrow, you will want a headshot of just you, smiling or looking friendly, and you're going to want to stick to professional attire and leave out military uniforms if transitioning or transitioned. You also want to stay away from eccentric backgrounds. For your cover photo, you're going to want to choose an image that is something you're interested in or passionate about. However, it should still remain professional. So, for instance, this example profile that we have is a transitioning service member. He has a bachelor's degree in computer science, and when he transitions out of the military, he would love to stay in the IT field. So he has selected a photo of hardware to show where his interests lie. Next, right underneath this service member's name is going to be the professional title. So this professional title does not have to be your current or previous job title, but it should highlight your experience or specialties. It should be tailored to the industry you currently work in or the industry you are trying to work in, and you can choose how you want to be seen by employers through your professional title. For this example that we have, this service member chose his professional title based off of the skills that he had learned in the military as an operations manager and project manager, while using the degree and some former experience that he already has in the IT field. So he has operations manager, project manager, and technology management. All three of these titles describe who he is and where he would like to go after the military in more of an IT management type role. Next, it will ask you about yourself in the About section. So this section should tell who you are, your experience, and any notable accomplishments that you may want to provide. It is a great place to highlight certifications or clearances, and essentially this About section is your online elevator pitch. You may also want to add certain media under your About to show what you've been doing or who you've been networking with, anything that may help you get a job in the future. Moving on to the experience section, this is where you will want to put in all of your past job histories or experience that you want to highlight to recruiters. So to begin, it's going to ask you to look up your organization and fill in where you have worked. For this, when you start typing in your organization, you should have a drop-down list of different organizations you can choose from. Once you find yours, it will more than likely be linked to a logo. This is the organization you're going to want to choose, and this logo helps identify other people in your organization, and it also shows recruiters where you have worked so they can get a background on the types of companies that you have worked for, or they may be looking for somebody who, in this case, was a veteran. When you talk about the job titles underneath the organization, civilian job titles and military job titles are going to be a little bit different, but they should both be on the LinkedIn profile. So a civilian job title may be something simple like store clerk or project manager or warehouse manager, whereas a transitioning service member may have a job title that a civilian recruiter will not understand. It is then important to find the civilian job title from a military job title. So for this instance, this service member has a ton of operations management experience. So he has given himself the civilian job title of operations manager. If he wanted to, he could also put in parentheses next to the operations manager, company commander or captain, anything that he chose that was a previous job title of his, because sometimes you will have a recruiter that's been in the military, and it makes for a good networking piece if you guys have worked the same job or anything like that. Under the job title, you're going to want to put in the experience. So this can either be done in bullet point format or paragraph format as long as it highlights your accomplishments. So I like to use the XYZ format, accomplished X as measured by Y, resulting in Z. This allows you to show employers what you have done at your previous job and how you've impacted your company. Under the experience section, it'll also ask you to fill in any degrees that you may have under the education section. So just like with the organization, you're going to want to link up your university with their logo. This will give you access to company or to university alumni and make for, different networking initiatives. You can also put in a summary under your degree of what you have done. So, for instance, since this service member is transitioning back into the IT field, he wanted to highlight the courses that he took that were relevant to IT. So he has those listed under his education experience. Next, for volunteer experience, again, link up the job title of the organization that you were volunteering with to the logo. You also want to write a short summary about what you have done, and it can be used to highlight unpaid accomplishments and experience. The volunteer experience is also a really good way to fill in any job gaps that you may have. Once you are done with the volunteer experience, you're going to be prompted to fill in skills. This section gives you around 50 skills that you can fill in, and I highly recommend filling in both soft skills and hard skills. And also, you may be even able to take a skills test assessment. So let's say that you put in that project management is a skill of yours. LinkedIn may ask you if you want to take a skills test to prove your proficiency in project management. If you take this test and you get a good score, it can also go on LinkedIn and show recruiters that, yes, you are proficient in project management. Lastly, you're going to want to ask people for endorsements. So when I think of an endorsement, I think of a summarized letter of recommendation. Endorsements is basically somebody that you have done work for, done a project for, or can vouch for you that will come onto your LinkedIn, write what you have done for them, how you have helped them, and if they recommend you for a job or anything like that. So that's a really good way for recruiters to judge who you are and see who you have helped. So service members and veterans and spouses are eligible under certain conditions to have a free LinkedIn Premium account for a year. This LinkedIn Premium has different upgrades such as career, business, sales, and hiring. It allows you to email message people you are not connected to. It allows you to see who all has viewed your profile in the last 90 days. It provides unlimited search results and more search filters. It provides more details about companies and people. So the standard LinkedIn account has some of these, but it is restricted in what you can do. So LinkedIn Premium really just gives you more in-depth features on LinkedIn. To be eligible for this one-year premium career subscription, you have to be a U.S. military service member, current or present or previous. You only are allowed one promotion per service member. You cannot have a current LinkedIn Premium subscription, and military spouses are eligible to have a free one-year premium career subscription if you are within 6 months of separation from the military or relocating due to PCSing. But there is a 6-month window for that. You can find, a how-to on LinkedIn Premium by going to www.linkedin.com/veterans. Thank you for your time today, and you can also view this recording again and register for new PAVE Connect sessions at pva.org/PAVE.